We are live. It is 2:30, pretty close to 2:30 in the morning. Saturday morning. And I've got some more information in the West case, so I just thought that I would do a live to add that to the case file. So, here, part of that. So let me pull up a couple things here. Everybody's doing well. Let's do a background here. Okay, so I got involved in this case a few months ago, and I've been feverishly trying to get as much information as possible. So that's Mindy West. I actually knew her a while back. So basically what happened with her is she was found unalived. She was last seen alive around July 28, 1998 in just New Hampshire. She was reported missing July 30th, 1998, and her body was found on the 4th. So, about 2 months. And the case to this day is unsolved. So I'll read this to you here. This is from the local state news station, WWR9. So in 1998, Mindy West's body was found in Manchester's South End months after she was reported missing. West was found strangled to death and tied to a tree in a small patch of woods off of Hughes Road in Manchester. The key to this whole case is that location where she was discovered. It doesn't make any sense for her to be there. And that was the detective John Patty. And that was back in 2005 that he told them that. I recently contacted him, but I don't think he was involved in the police department anymore. As a teenager, West was in the top 10 of her class. Londonderry High School, it's the same high school I went to for a little while. She was really smart. She was in the National Honor Society and was a sophomore class president. So she was extremely smart. We go on reading here. She graduated from high school with top grades, but as a freshman at the University of New Hampshire, she became involved with drugs and dropped out. For more than 10 years, she drifted in and out of jobs, always fighting her addictions. I'm going to put all the links in the chapter. So, things just kept getting worse and worse for her. Mother died of cancer in 1996, and then she spiraled deeper into drug addiction, but she still managed to call her father once a week before she went missing. She was last seen alive around July 28, 1998, in the area of Concord Street, and I'll bring up that map again to show everybody. Her friends at the time really didn't think much about not seeing her in the days and weeks that followed, but her family knew that something was wrong, seeing that she contacted her father. So this is, I need to copy this. Okay. Save this. Very good. So she was found in a small patch of woods off Hughes Road in Manchester. Authorities believe she may have been last seen with her boyfriend at the time, but most of the witnesses involved in the case used drugs and their memories were incomplete, as the police said. Court records show West had 2 prostitution convictions, a similar criminal record to a woman who was strangled to death, unalived to death in 1997, Rosalie Miller. Her case also remains unsolved. It's not known if the cases are connected. So this was, this report came out 2022. It was last updated in October 3rd, 2000, so recently. And I contacted him too, the editor here. Okay, Rotary. Police have followed up on thousands of leads and conducted hundreds of interviews over the years, but the case has never been solved. So, that's the backstory there. So, I've looked into this whole other unsolved case of Rosalie Miller. We'll play that here. So let's watch this. This is also from WMUR. Not a lot, but at least it's a video. All right, so that's that. Um, so they're both very similar in cases. Maybe I do some mapping here. In a second here, I'm pulling up the map. Okay, so basically, this is the map of Manchester, New Hampshire, and over here is the river. There's the Merrimack River here that runs through. This is the west side. This is the east side. And this is basically Elm Street here. So off of Elm Street to the east side of that is Concord Street. So this is where she was last seen, and even here. And then a couple months later, she's found she is found over here on Hughes Road, right basically in, this is Hughes Road here, so she's found right in this area here. So that's where Mindy West was found. Right. Actually, she was found. Right in here. Yep. Yes. Okay. So she's found basically right in here. Right in this section here. These woods here. But I actually have the. So it's not that far, but this section here of Manchester is a lot more um, affluent than where she was. So that's why they're saying, why was she here? So the new information I came across, let me get out of here, is this right here. So after snooping around a little bit, I came up. This is back in 2008, so it's not um, new information. So in 2008, New Hampshire police were exploring the possible links between the man named and a person of interest in a string of unsolved area murders, unalivings in the late 1990s. Into the slaying of these two area women in New Hampshire, and they're talking about Mindy West and Rosalie Miller. So they were looking into a connection between this guy right here, Alex F. Cesney, 38 of Berlin. Now, I contacted this guy here from Worcester, Massachusetts. This is Western Massachusetts. And that's where they got this guy here in connection with another murder down there. So they put them in touch with investigators assigned to the DA up here, Connolly said yesterday. So the unit leader identified the two victims as Rosalie Miller and Mindy West, same age group, 36, 31, both of whom worked as Manchester SWs. Miller's body was found frozen in the woods of Auburn, New Hampshire, so that's not too far from where Mindy West was found, same general area. So they were looking into this guy. So they went down and talked to Cesney about the unalivings of the Worcester SWs, including 3 women's bodies who were found in Marlborough and Hudson, Massachusetts in 2003 and 2004. Interesting enough, though, Mara Murray was unalived right around this same time frame. So they had suspicion that this guy might have been involved in a more broad um, ring. So the Superior Court judge has ordered Cesny's DNA to be tested to determine if it matches the samples found on the pillow and Stone's body. So they were trying to link some of these other cases to him. Carmen Rudy, 28. Bethsaida Montalvo, 29, whose remains were found behind a hillside school in Marlborough, and Danella Torres, 33, who was found in Hudson. So there's a whole bunch here. Okay, so that's that. But I got other information for you too, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And I'll be right back. I'll leave you with something though. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. But what I want to do is show go back to this map here. Another bank causing concerns is Swiss lending giant Swiss. Anna Stewart has the leads now. Come on. And show this a little bit more perspective because of the proximity here of so if she's found here, this area here, all you got to do is go down here to Mammoth Road. We have a couple seconds here. Okay, so here's basically where she's found is in here. This is the mall. This is Glass Hughes Road kind of runs along here like this here. So she's found kind of in here. But all you have to do is go over here, come down here, take Coas Road, which goes basically like this. This is Crystal Lake Park. Okay. This road right here is called Bodwell Road. And if you follow Bodwell Road from Manchester into Londonderry, it becomes Old Derry Road. And that's where Mindy West lived. She lived right over in here somewhere. Actually, further down. There's Camp Carpenter there. So that's Bodwell Road right here. It turns into, once it goes from Manchester to Londonderry, it turns into Old Derry Road, which is the road we lived on. And she lived, I don't know, eighth of a mile, less than, I don't know, quarter of a mile down the street. But if you keep following this road, give me a second here. Okay. So if you keep following this road, Old Derry Road, up to here, you come out to Auburn Road. And that's where Rosalie Miller was found. So there's a small window of opportunity here. So somebody might have been in this area here, picking up, SWs down here and getting rid of them out here, because there's all types of woods here and nobody would ever find people here. So that's my theory in the whole thing anyways, because definitely something to think about. All right, so let's pull up stop screen. I want to pull up this here. So this was the case that I pulled up about this guy. Against this person that he was actually found guilty of unaliving. And if you notice down here, the cause of unaliving was strangulation by ligature. And it's very similar to whoops. The cause of death here. So if you go here, and there's 6 years between these two. And if you go back to the other case of Rosalie Miller, it's a year before that. So that's what I've been looking into. But I pulled up this whole court case. I can't believe I couldn't find any matching stuff between these cases. But, sometimes it looks good on paper, but, maybe they're not connected at all. But I did pull up some other stuff too. So, guys are a real piece of work. Can I get rid of that now? Yeah, so the map I'm going to get rid of. That's all cases I'm going to get rid of. That I'm going to get rid of. Oops. So that's the guy there. Real piece of work. And he won the appeal on the rape conviction. But they kept the murder charges. So what I wanted to do with this, though, is share this, because this is what I really wanted to get to tonight. So this is what they've dubbed this guy as, the woodsman. But there's another one. So investigators had their eyes on him. Yesterday in a city courtroom, a throng of media also had their eyes on Alex F. Chesney, I think that's how you call it, who once has carried the title Person of Interest in Unsolved Murders, Unalivings of Area SWs. Chesney, formerly of Berlin, has been linked through DNA to the unaliving of Teresa K. Stone, a 39-year-old woman whose body was found on Kingsman Road in Pittsburgh in October 1996. So that's kind of the same year that Rosalie Miller went unalived. So in May of that year, the DA termed Mr. Chesney a person of interest in the unaliving of 5 women, all who've worked as SWs in the Maine South section of Worcester. So they're calling this guy the Maine South Woodsman. He's certainly a person of interest in our investigation into the Metro West murders in our county. So there could be a connection, but this was back, I'm pretty sure this was back in 2008. So there's that. Two likes. So that's that. That's the information. So I'm going to try to get some more information on this here, if I can. But there's another guy too that was doing some unaliving at the time. Let me pull that up. Oops. Alright, so let's do this. The ICC's chief prosecutor believes innocent people could stand trial for the alleged crimes, even though Russia doesn't recognize them. So these are the people here. These are the victims. And this is from the telegram.com. And this was, hold on a second. I don't know when this was done. I get when they don't give you a time. 2008. So. So this one here, victim 5. Here's New Hampshire, 93. We just looked at that highway on the map. There's Massachusetts. All of these, this whole area connects. So it'd be easy to get on an interstate here, and if you're in Worcester, which is over here, you're talking about 2 hours to get to New Hampshire, Maine, all of that. So this one was found in Rutland, Vermont, York, Maine, over here, and the rest were in Massachusetts. But, if you look at the timing here, 2004, 2003, 2003, 2007, the latest one. But if you look back to yeah. So Mara Murray was 2004, February 9th, on Route 112. So that's the Kangamingas Highway.
It's just significant that we're talking about this.
Is that real? Is that real?
Months and not years. Often the feeling is that international law, particularly for the sort of slow moving piece. Was that very intentional for you to try to start these things, these investigations moving as quickly as possible, do you think?
Absolutely not because it's Ukraine. I've been on the defence. I've been up there for the years.
Let me see if I can get hold of it.
I think that's very important for us. If we feel that the law is for us, that's the possibility that there is us, defence counsel, victims lawyers. We don't feel the weight of responsibility that there are people like refugee counsel crossing the border with trafficked men, children and arms.
Okay, so if you look here, this is where Mara Murray was pretty much located, 112 here. Last seen in Woodsville. So guess what? Here's 93. A couple hours, you're in Manchester, an hour maybe, and then another hour you're in Massachusetts. Or you could go up and over to 91 and then down, and then you're into Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont. So it's possible. Maybe Mara Murray was in here after she crashed. She might have thumbed and came back down. Maybe she didn't want to be involved in this accident here. Yeah, maybe she just got picked up by the wrong person. So, who knows? I'm not saying that that's what happened, but it's eerie that it's in the same time frame, 2004. So, March 3rd, 2004, September 24th, 2003, September 13th, 2004. That was in York, Maine. So they're all right around the same time frame. Bring that back up for you. So we got September 13th, 2004 for Wendy A. Morello. March 3rd, 2004. So these are all, especially these four, are all in that same time frame. And this one here in 2007 was in Vermont, Rutland, Vermont. So I'll keep digging into this for sure. No doubt. But I just wanted to log this.
International tornadoes have been there before. Both the presidents and other high-profile leaders expected more crimes. Action channels those
Crime of overseeing the abduction and raping children. Concerns that in Korea the local developer had placed in a rose gallery of alleged the ICC established on
But that's the guy right there. Like I said, I'll keep digging into this person of interest here, so I'm going to try to contact the DA down there. Yeah. So I've been here almost 50 minutes. It's fantastic. That is fantastic. I'll be doing more lives soon. I'm going to try to do a live on the Delphi case. Top 5 reasons why I don't think Keegan Klein is involved. That's But we do true crime here. We do sports. Me and Stephen. Yes, I have some time with my son. We got March Madness here. We don't get into it that much. I do sometimes, but we'll see what happens. We've got the Celtics playoffs coming up, so we've got a lot of sports to talk about, a lot of true crime. Yeah, it's all good. All very good. So, just wanted to upload this stuff here. If you have any information on this, get in touch with either New Hampshire cold case units or me. You can email me at tgr@gmail.com, and if I can get some more information on this, I'll pass it along. But I'll keep digging for sure on this one. Nicholas was a good kid. And she's very quiet, very smart, very intelligent. It's not her fault. She went, down a wrong path. Some people do, some people don't. Not her fault that she deserved to be unalived. Violence against women is a big thing for me. In fact, if I do end up branding out this YouTube channel, I'll try to get some proceeds to go towards violence against women. It's just ridiculous. I have no respect for anybody like that. So we'll do what we can do. So anyways, everybody have a good night. If you like and share, that'd be great. No, that's fine.